Hi everyone, my name is Samir. I'm a part of the QMath team. Today in this video, I'll be walking you through something known as Math Adventure. This is a new growth intervention that we have come up with, and it's a very simple yet elegant activity that you can perform at your home itself. Again, the idea behind this activity is to ensure that you don't have to put in a lot of time, effort, or a lot of investment from your side. But again, you can create an engaging environment and engaging activity for the students. So I'll walk you through all the different aspects of this activity in this video. The first thing that we're going to tell you is what this Math Adventure is. Math Adventure is basically a collection of physical kits that we will be providing you with. It's an activity that you'll use all of these kits for. So we'll send you these physical kits. Each of these kits has a few puzzles, a few interesting activities that the students and the parents can perform. And through these kits, you'll be performing this event or this activity. You'll be having these physical kits with you that you can use at your center for each student. And after they're done with the activity, after they're done with the event, they can take this back home. Okay, so what is there in each of these kits? As you can see, there are 4 different kinds of folders on the table. So we have 4 different folders. Each of these folders has a few puzzles, a few activities in them, right? Each folder has 7 different cards. 4 of them are for the students to perform at the center itself. 2 of them, they have to take back home as homework. They can do it with their parents. They can do it on their own. They can also use this to interact with their friends. And there's 1 card which is based on the math box. Again, this will be done at the center itself. Okay, so each of these kits will have these 7 different cards. So all these activities are very fun-filled. They're very engaging for the students. Okay, now what are the different categories of students for which this activity or this event can be done? Again, we've divided this activity or this event in 3 categories. KG to class 2, which is category 1. Class 3 to class 5th, which is category 2. And class 6 to class 8, which is category 3. So as you can see on the table, there are different kinds of folders. So all of these folders, there's 1 folder respectively for 1 category. Now, there's 1 folder that is for parents as well. That has a separate color, which is this one. The rest of the folders are for the students only. So here, in each folder, we'll have an identification mark over here through which you can identify for which particular category this folder is. Why we have divided it in categories? So that each child can work on puzzles or reasoning questions as per their class, as per their grades. Now, how do you invite students or parents for this intervention at your place? So for that, we'll be sharing you certain digital collaterals. 2 to 3 variations of these digital collaterals will be there that you can that will be customized with your name and your phone number, and you can send them across on your social media channels like WhatsApp, Facebook, and if there's another WhatsApp group of your society or locality, you can put those collaterals over there. Apart from that, we'll also send you certain physical QMath experience session invites. Now, these are not for your pre-hype or for pre-marketing or for inviting parents for Math Adventure, but these are a giveaway. When the Math Adventure activity has been conducted, these physical CES invite cards have to be handed over to the students or to the parents. So how do you run this growth intervention called Math Adventure? So I'll just briefly explain you what are the different things that you have to go through in your Math Adventure activity. Basically, the first step is a welcome note. As soon as the parent and the child enters, you need to give them a brief overview of what is going to happen. You need to give them a brief overview of what QMath is and what this particular activity is. Right? So you can tell them that QMath is a math excellence program where we focus on true understanding, and our aim is to make sure that kids actually understand concepts and they fall in love with math. And then you can tell them what this activity is, what Math Adventure is, that we have physical kits that have a lot of interesting puzzles and activities for you and for your child to perform, and you can take them back home so that later on as well you can try them. Okay, that's the first part. The second part is handing over each of these kits to the parent or to the child, whoever is present. Okay, so according to their category, so if it's a parent, you hand them over a parent kit. If the child is from category 1, that is KG to class 2, you hand them over the particular folder for category 1. Okay, and then explain them what this folder contains and that they have to, try and solve all of these puzzles in the next 10 minutes or 15 minutes. After they've started working on these activities, just interact with them, just see how they're going about it, what is their rationale behind solving these puzzles or these answers, and if they're stuck somewhere, then give them your inputs. Finally, once they've all completed all the puzzles or all the activities, check how they've done it, check if they're all correct or not, let them know the right approach for these particular cards, these particular puzzles, and also give them a brief idea of, what this particular logical reasoning section focuses on, how it will help their child. After this, just hand them over a CES invite card, the physical invite cards which will be present with you, and tell them that we have a detailed experience session as well, where we have a diagnostic test that will give you a complete analysis of, what are your strong points and where you need to focus more on, and that this can be done in the next session where you can book your slot and you can come over for a QMath experience session. Hello, sir. Hi. Hi. Please have a seat. Hi, sir. So, thank you for both coming here for this math adventure activity. Sir, your daughter's name?
My name is Shreyashi.
Shreyashi. You're in which class?
I'm in 7th standard.
Okay, great. So, I'll just give you a brief idea about what this activity is, sir, and then we'll start off, right? So, as you can see, there are a few folders. Each of these folders is basically a collection of few puzzles, a few interesting logical reasoning problems. So, these are things that you won't really find, in your textbooks or normally in your coursework. So, just to give the students a flavor of how interesting math can be, right? So, I'll hand over one folder to your daughter, and I have one folder for you as well, so that you also try out these puzzles, okay? And once we're done with this, then I'll just give you a brief idea of how these puzzles actually help us in developing our thinking.
Okay.
Okay?
Sure.
Great. So, you're in class 7th, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, this folder is for you.
Thank you.
Okay. And sir, this folder is for you. Okay. You can work out on these notepads if you want. Okay. So, there are 4 puzzles that you can try out over here, and there are a few that you can take back home as well.
Okay. So this puzzle will be given to every child?
So you can take it back home, sir. This is only for this particular activity that we've put together these folders, but normally in our classes, we have separate creative reasoning cards that we give out in each class.
Okay.
You can try this one out. It's very interesting actually, this particular puzzle. Beta, आप जो try करो, this is first one that you're trying?
No, this is the second one.
Okay, first one you've already done.
First one, I need a paper to make it.
Okay, origami rocket.
Oh.
Right, I'll just get the origami sheets for that. Okay.
So how does it help in child ability, and how it improves child ability to solve math problems and all that?
Yeah, so normally sir, what happens is we focus on the procedural parts, the steps that we have to follow, right, to get answers in our textbooks. We don't really focus more on things where, you have to just think out of the box. You don't really have to use any formula or anything. So these puzzles, these activities help develop that. Because it's not something that, you have a formula for. It's something that you have to work on, right? So, for example, this particular question which is there, the first one that you were trying, right?
Yeah.
So, in this particular question, a lot of people have different answers. The same question, we get 5 to 6 different answers for this, depending on how you approach it. What is your basis, initial thought, what was there? Based on that, you get different answers. And all of them are correct. So these activities help to develop that thinking ability and to give that idea to the kids that, a problem can have multiple correct answers as well. It can have no possible solution as well. It's not necessary that, if there's a question, there has to be an answer to it.
Okay.
So these focus more on increasing the thinking out of the box part.
Great.
Can I take help from my dad?
Yeah, sure.
Papa, please help me more.
The question is, Ravi and Raj were given a puzzle by Ramesh. They have to put the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7 in the circle so that each straight line of 3 numbers add up to the sum of some same total. Can you help them?
Okay, so we have to put 3 numbers so that the sum becomes 7.
Oh, that sum becomes same number.
Sum is,
We have to use all these numbers.
yeah, so that the sum remains same.
So for all, when we add all these
Yeah.
3 lines, it will be same.
Yeah. I think we can begin by putting 1 in the middle circle. Okay, so you got the answer?
Yeah, I got the answer.
Okay, great. Show me once. How did you do it?
I have taken 1 in the middle and
Yeah.
then I took the extreme number 7.
Okay.
And then after 1, I took the next number, which is 2, so that the
Okay.
extreme number and the smallest number will give almost whatever sum it will give. The others will not mostly exceed that
Yeah,
sum.
because they're in the middle, their value is higher. Right.
So I've taken the extreme one, taken the smallest number in between and the second smallest number here and the largest number here, and then added up to 10.
Okay.
Then I took, since 1 is in between, then I took 5 and 4, which adds up to 9.
To 9. Okay.
And it added up 1 here, so which gave 10 again.
Right.
And then the left 2 numbers is 6 and 3, which is
So
again
again
added to 9. And we add 1, becomes 10.
Okay. Great. So you enjoyed it, right? This puzzle. So why don't you try this one now? Next.
Sure.
This was the second one in your folder.
Thank you.
Sir, you can also try it out. I think this one you can try. It's very, very interesting, the solution. So sir, in your card, whatever the pattern is there, there's a name of a month hidden over there.
Okay.
I found it, sir.
You already found it?
Yes.
Okay, what is it?
I just turned it this side, it says south.
Right, exactly. So that's the direction I was looking for.
Yes.
South.
Can I get only south to south?
Yeah, sure. It's there in your folders. Just try out the remaining ones.
Is it October?
No, it's not October. How you can actually see this is, what if you cut this image halfway through?
Okay.
So let's just use this pencil itself. Let's just put this pencil here in the middle. So now you'll be able to see, right?
Okay.
July. So that's this particular puzzle.
Nice. So it means rather than solving the problem directly with the math concept, these cards help childs to ability to like build their mental and
Yeah.
logical aptitude.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's correct.
So not just formulas or your concepts in general, but how you think, how you approach a particular problem. That's what we focus on using these cards.
Yeah, amazing.
So your daughter is very good at this, the puzzles and reasoning part. So, sir, Shreshi, I hope you enjoyed all the puzzles, right?
Yes.
So there are 2 more puzzles for you that you can do, that you can take back home. Okay, they were put in as homework. So once you go back home, you can try them out, and maybe you can try your daughter's folder as well, the puzzles that were there. Okay. Thanks a lot for coming here.
Yeah,
I hope you enjoyed this activity.
Yeah, really.
So, sir, we also have a diagnostic test, basically, which, helps us understand your child's current math learning and what are the learning gaps in that and how we can solve it. So maybe if you want, we can have a detailed discussion and we can have that diagnostic test as well. If you're free, say next Monday or next weekend.
I think next Monday will be good for us.
Okay, great. So I'll book your slot for next Monday evening, same time, I guess.
Yeah.
And we'll have a more detailed discussion, and I'll walk you through what QMath actually does and how, we try and fill all the learning gaps that a child may have. Okay. Great.
Yeah.
It was great interacting with both of you.
We are really enjoying.
Same here.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Can we take that?
Yeah, sure. Please take it. Sir, your folder as well.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.